Hello everyone, we will discuss about physical design of IoT. So what do you mean by physical design of IoT? Basically, if we are talking about the physical design, then it means we are considering two factors. One is IoT device and another one is IoT protocols. So IoT devices includes different things and IoT protocols. There are different protocols needed to establish communication and for and web connectivity. So in physical design, we will consider these two parts: IoT devices as well as IoT protocols. So things are the node device which have unique identity and can perform remote sensing, actuating, and monitoring. So IoT devices means different objects, different machines which are involved in the process, either sensing, either actuation, or either monitoring process. And each thing, each object, or every node, things means node, have unique ID. And communication is established between the things and the cloud based server over the internet by various IoT protocols. So there are devices and devices are connected to each other as well as to the cloud with the help of internet and using different IoT protocols. Now, things again, things refer to IoT devices having unique identity and perform remote sensing, actuating, and monitoring operations. Things are the main part of any IoT application. Without thing, IoT has no meaning. IoT devices can be of different types. These can be sensing devices, means sensors, smart watches, smart electronic appliances, wearable sensors, automobiles, or any industrial machines. All these things can be included under the things. And these devices generate data in some form or other, which when processed by data analytics system leads to useful information. So different IoT devices means different IoT things. IoT nodes generate the data. The format of data may be different, but they generate data, and all the data will be collected on the cloud where it is analyzed to get meaningful information. So this is the generic block diagram for IoT devices. So IoT devices includes connectivity, means processors, audio video interfaces, IO interfaces for the communication purpose, memory, graphics, storage interfaces. So there will be connectivity through USB or RJ45 connector, Ethernet, or through USB. There is connectivity can be provided. There will be processor, CPU for perform to execute any operation, logical, mathematical, or any kind of operation. Or in case higher end processor is needed, then there is an option for GPU also. In this, you can handle images, you can analyze images also. So you have GPU and CPU. Next, there will be memory. Memory can be of many memory can be of different sizes. And then there will be audio video interfaces such as HDMI 3.5 mm audio, RCA video. There will be storage interfaces like SD, MMC, SDIO, IO interfaces for the sensors and actuators like UART for asynchronous communication, serial communication, SPII to C, CAN. These are the different IoT devices needed for the design of IoT. So, whenever we talk about the physical design of IoT, then these devices must be kept in mind and must be explained. So, it may consist of different several interfaces for the connection to the other devices. So, all these things I have already discussed in the diagram. So once again, I read this. IoT devices has IO interfaces for the sensors. For example, UART, SIP, CAN, all these are the interfaces. IoT devices collect data from onboard attached sensors. So all the sensors are the IO devices. Sense data communicated to the cloud with the help of connectivity, and IoT devices connected to the actuators also, and how it work. So we will discuss this in detail. Now next part is there are several IoT devices which can communicate with each other, with the web server also, with the cloud also. So how it is possible? It is possible with the help of IoT protocols. So what are IoT protocols? Basically, these IoT protocols help to establish communication between IoT devices, that is, node devices, and the cloud based server over the internet. And it helps to send a command to IoT devices and the receive data from an IoT device over the internet. So it will receive the data. So block diagram for different IoT protocols used at different layers. And IoT architecture is basically divided into these four layers: link layer, network layer, transport layer, and application layer. So there are different protocols. So in link layer, these protocols will be used like Ethernet, Wi-Fi, WiMAX, LoRa wireless, 2G, 3G, LTE, cellular. So these are the 802.3, 802.11, 802.16, 802.15.4. These are the different protocols used in the link layer, that is in sensor layer. Next is the network layer. In network layer, again there is mainly IPv4 and IPv6 are used, and in transport layer there will be two protocol, TCP and UDP protocol. So MQTT is based on the TCP protocol, message queuing telemetry transport, whereas COAP protocol is based on UDP protocol. So these are the transport layer protocols for IoT based application, and next is the application layer protocol. So here HTTP, COAP, MQTT, XMPP, DDS, all these are the communication protocols. And web sockets are used for the web connectivity. So in IoT, there will be two things. One, two kinds of protocols. One set of protocols used to transfer the messages for communication in between the devices, and the second category of protocols is used for the web connectivity. So we will discuss all these protocols in detail one by one. So whenever the question is asked about the physical design, then you have to explain these two things. One is the different types of protocols used at the different layer. Basically, IoT architecture is divided into these four layers. And at each layers, what are the protocols which are used? This is very important and must be known. So we will discuss all this in next class. Thank you and have a nice day.